I never believed in ghosts, or demons, or parallel universes. But after living in that apartment, I realized there are some things humans were never meant to understand. Everything started when I moved to Chicago. I had just gotten a new job. The pay was decent, but not enough to afford a nice apartment. After almost 3 weeks of searching, I finally found an old building on the edge of the city. Cheap, quiet, and strangely empty. The landlord was an older man. When he handed me the keys, he only said one thing. If you hear noises coming from the hallway at night, don't open the door. I laughed a little. I thought he was joking, but he didn't laugh back. He just stared at me for a few seconds, then walked away. That first night, rain hammered against the windows while I unpacked my stuff. The apartment was small, 1 bedroom, tiny kitchen, old wooden floors that creaked whenever I walked. And in the corner of the living room, there was a lamp, old-fashioned, yellow lampshade, weird design. It looked completely out of place, like it belonged in somebody else's house. I remember asking the landlord about it earlier. Do you want me to throw this thing away? For a second, his face changed, almost nervous. Then he shook his head. No, just leave it where it is. At the time, I didn't think much about it. Around 2 a.m., I fell asleep on the couch, and that's when everything began. I found myself standing in a long hallway. Flickering yellow lights buzzed overhead. The wallpaper was peeling off the walls. The carpet looked wet for some reason. And at the very end of the hallway, a man stood completely still. I couldn't see his face, but somehow, I knew he was staring directly at me. I slowly started walking toward him, step by step. The closer I got, the colder the hallway became. Then, suddenly, I woke up. I was gasping for air. The TV was blasting static, and the entire apartment was dark, except for one thing, the lamp. Its yellow light glowed softly in the corner of the room. I don't know why, but the second I looked at it, I felt afraid. I checked the time. 3:33 a.m. After that night, the dreams became constant. Every single night. And every night, the man in the hallway got closer. On the third night, I finally saw a part of his face, and my blood turned cold, because it was me. Older. Burn scars covering half his face, dark circles under his eyes, and fear, real fear, burned inside them. I kept trying to explain it away. Stress, sleep deprivation, hallucinations. But deep down, I knew it was something worse. Then strange things started happening inside the apartment. I come home from work and find the kitchen chair moved across the room. The bathroom light turned on by itself. The TV suddenly filled with static, and every single time, the lamp was on. One night, I woke up suddenly. Again, 3:33 a.m. But this time, I heard footsteps outside my apartment. Slow, heavy, step, step, step. Like someone was walking down the hallway toward my door. Then the footsteps stopped. Right outside. Silence. A few seconds later, 3 knocks. Knock, knock, knock. My entire body went numb. I slowly walked to the door and looked through the peephole, and my heart nearly stopped, because standing outside was the man from the hallway. Same white shirt, same burned face, same exhausted eyes. This time he was real. I stumbled backward in panic. Then he spoke through the door. "Don't open it!" I froze. "What?" His voice shook slightly. "He's standing behind me." Every hair on my body stood up. "Who?" But he didn't answer. Suddenly all the lights inside the apartment began flickering. The TV snapped on by itself. Loud static filled the room. And then, the lamp turned dark red. The entire apartment was swallowed in crimson light. I slowly looked toward it, and realized something was horribly wrong. Its shadow was facing the wrong direction. Then the shadow moved, slowly, like something breathing inside it. The older version of me suddenly screamed, "Don't look at it!" But I couldn't stop staring. The lamp's red glow began pulsing, like a heartbeat. Thump, thump, thump. Then suddenly, the walls stretched upward. The ceiling twisted unnaturally, and my apartment started changing around me. Within seconds, I was back in the hallway, except this time, it wasn't empty. Dozens of people stood silently along the walls, motionless, watching me. Their faces looked almost human, but not completely right, like something had tried to copy people and failed. Then I saw the black door at the end of the hallway, larger than before, slightly open, and from inside, I heard breathing. Slow, wet, hungry breathing. The older version of me grabbed my arm tightly. "If it gets out, you'll never wake up." I could barely speak. "What is this place?" He stared at the hallway.